really two huge areas within the criminal justice system that, one, are marked by disproportionality. Most of the people that are impacted are African American and are like the structures of the criminal justice system, that police brutality is the top of the iceberg. The first, as I mentioned earlier, is the school to prison pipeline. It is the funnel by which, and I'm not saying that it's purposeful, but it is the funnel. The reality is that it is the funnel by which individuals are continually fed into the criminal justice system. Without it, without that funnel, the numbers that David spoke of in terms of the people involved in the penal system would drop tremendously. The other area is those individuals who are coming out of the system in the area of reentry and recidivism. There's nothing being done substantially to take those individuals and redirect them. So what happens to them, like the juvenile who goes from the school to prison pipeline and hits the streets, the person who comes out of prison hits the streets and is involved in the same type of things that landed them in prison in the first place. The problem with all of this is that we have reached a point in the penal system where mass incarceration has shown that you cannot law and order your way out of the problem. You cannot simply create mandatory minimum sentences and recidivist notices that send more and more people into the system. And because there's too many people, there's too many shootings in Chicago, there's too many killings in Atlanta for us to simply lock everybody up and that be it. We've got to have some method by which the pressure valve is released. And unfortunately, that doesn't exist. So when you look at mass incarceration, when you look at the school to prison pipeline, when you look at a system of discretion that is generally exercised in adversarial and retributive ways, you find the bottom of the iceberg that continues to rise and create that situation in the atmosphere where you find police brutality. And the George Floyd case was, in fact, the tip of that iceberg.